Oh, dog.
Dog's a dream.
Hello, YouTube. How are you today? I'm here with Dr. Mike Israel, and we're going to do a casting couch interview. That's just a joke. So I'm going to be putting you guys through my third week pull session, my mesocycle. This is my first serious mesocycle after my my debut season as a pro in the IFBB. I will be training with my training partner and new roommate, Doug Ho Park. Sadly, Mike is in Michigan with Scott, the film guy, and they left me. So today will be my vertical emphasis day, and I'll be putting you guys through the session with me and probably talking a lot of shit on Mike's technique in the background.
Debut season.
Yeah, I guess that's what it's called.
And the casting couch sounds like you have a lot to prove.
Yeah, you know.
He'll do anything to prove the higher ups that he can.
I can do this.
This is open-ended. See you in the gym.
The first exercise generally is some form of a high row. We're just gonna do lat pull downs today. I was gonna do pull-ups, elbow hurts, and whenever something hurts, I just don't do the exercise that I was gonna do, guys. It's kind of that simple. Don't train and exacerbate the injury. So I have a little bit of elbow pain going on. We're just gonna do some lat pull downs. It feels a little better than pull-ups for me currently. And then probably down sets with like a giant set or something. And a row of some sort. So here we go. So when I am traveling, obviously I just discussed how I have to change the exercise a little bit. I change to the most similar movement pattern that I can as far as what we usually do. So when you have to change machines, people sometimes ask me like, oh, how do you do it? What do you, like, they freak out a little bit. They're like, oh, but novel stimulus. It's like the fibers don't know the weight that you're using. I know the machine's different. This 140 right now is probably 160 on the machine we used back in Powerhouse in Vegas, but they just know tension. So if you can feel a weight that feels similar, that's why you work up and you potentiate. So you go up to a working weight, do a couple reps, come back down, and then do your working sets, and you can feel a similar tension on the fibers, then you're fine. The weight's not gonna matter. And if you can get within the similar rep range, which is why tracking is important. If I did 16 on my first set and I can get roughly 16, 17 on my first set here, then I'm probably okay. And it's just probably a similar amount of tension on the fibers as last week. So don't freak out if you have to switch machines because you're traveling. And I also love traveling to tons of gyms all the time. So I'm always using different machines. It's just pick the exercises that are the most similar and then make sure that you're working up and you're actually warming up and potentiating with certain weights so that way you can feel what is similar to the other machine that you were using. All the way up, milk that stretch, good. A little more, a little slower on the way up. Slow, slow, slow. Milk it, there it is. Beautiful, Doug. Don't swing, straight down. There you go. You got one more. Good, good shit, good shit. I'm Mike. I had an acute injury to my pec, so I have to not retract when I bench press. Those are really good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't get that on camera. I didn't just compliment Mike. Next, we will be doing the same thing, but it's with less weight, and you're going for the rep target. This is a giant set, rest pause, whatever you want to call it. Short rest periods, 30 seconds to a minute. Going for 50 reps today. 55 to 60 next week, and the weight stays the same. So I did This machine feels a little lighter, so I actually did 100 pounds in the one back at Powerhouse. So I'm doing 130 today. I was 30 pounds above on this for the last stuff, and I got pretty similar rep targets. So 50 reps, probably 15 to 20 on the first, then a 30-second pause, and I'll finish mine out, and then Doug will go and he'll do his. No, it wasn't. Next is a low row variance. Most of these machines are like the exact same as they're plate loaded. So probably gonna be similar weight that we did in Powerhouse in Vegas. This model is fairly similar to that one. So I believe I do 2 plates per side. It's a double arm row, so I'm not doing any sort of isolateral bullshit. 15 to 20 reps on these sets. I believe I have 3 sets of these. Protraction, retraction. Beautiful. Big chest at the top. Squeeze. Perfect. A lot of people miss either the very top portion or the very bottom portion of the lift. Then they come up with all kinds of bullshit reasons as to why it's not biomechanically advantageous. It's full of shit. Full stretch at the top, peak contraction, big chest. That's how you get the most out of a back exercise. Oh, dog. So this rate, everybody kind of knows I lose from the back because of my back, not because of my glutes or hamstrings, I'll tell you that much. But I lose from the back quite often. I would be placing quite a bit higher in these shows if my back was better. So basically, I have 2.5 back sessions per week for my massing period coming up. That's gonna be 2 sessions, one's vertical, one's horizontal emphasis. And then I throw back in again. It's at the end of one of my pushing sessions, I believe. I'm doing 1 row exercise, 1 vertical pulling exercise. And it's just each sort of disruption to the tissue, it has an SRA curve. And when I'm about recovered again is when I'm hitting my back and basically hitting any muscle group. But what I've had to do is take a couple of my muscle groups and put them on maintenance volume so I could increase my back volume. So that goes quads, obviously, because my legs are too big for classic, is what they say. So quads are on maintenance, back volume goes up, and there's added back volume in another day that kind of gives me, you know, back, rest day, rest from back anyway, and back again. So there's back 2 days between back, and then 1 day between my next back, because it's not as much volume. So this is my second back session of my microcycle, and I'll have a third one after my next pushing session, which is in 2 days. So that's kind of how I'm emphasizing my back thickness for the next, who knows, 6 months, 8 months, we'll see, until I give it another shot. So speaking of back thickness, there's an albino gorilla in the gym. That was the back session. Probably saw my new training partner, Doug, with his beautiful crisp technique. I don't got to deal with that bullshit anymore, all the jerking from Mike Isertel. Multiple kinds of jerking. Some of it's good, if you know what I'm saying. Hopefully next time I get on stage, I have a better back for the judges. So when they judge me, they can judge my back really well. But that's all for this session. Might get another video or two in while I'm down here in Michigan visiting my BFFs. Scott especially. I was mostly talking about Scott. What is Doug doing, by the way? What is Doug doing? He's gonna kill himself. This guy. All right, there goes my training partner, everybody. Fucking hell. Fucking animal. Fucking animal. All right, well, that's all for that, YouTube. Catch you next time.